Mr. Speaker, the NDP whack-a-mole electricity policies keep driving up power bills, and these changes are being done without key people in charge of key institutions. The watchdog, the Market Surveillance Administrator, still does not have a permanent head 7 months after the last one left. Does the minister think that the government will get off the hook when mistakes are made implementing their ideological policies without the watchdog in place?
The Honourable Minister.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Well, I take issue with the member's characterization of the government's policies. They're very practical policies. They're designed to make sure that we have reliable electricity prices, and those prices are capped to protect consumers, whether they're homeowners or small businesses, Mr. Speaker. So this government is, in fact, following a very, very sensible approach to electricity regulation. With respect to the appointment of the oversight, Mr. Speaker, there is a process in place, and it is being followed.
Mr. Speaker, given that the Balancing Pool CEO, Bruce Roberts, left the same day we debated this year's energy budget estimates, and given that the power purchasing agreement debacle had also triggered the departure of the previous CEO and numerous board members, can the minister elaborate why can't you keep the leadership of the Balancing Pool in place? Would it have something to do with the NDP government's political interference in voice mode?
The Honourable Minister.
Well, Mr. Speaker, the honourable member throws around allegations and conspiracy theories, and pretty soon I think we're going to be talking about whether or not aliens are driving up prices for the electricity system, Mr. Speaker. But in actual fact, the relationships that he's trying to forge between different events are in his own mind, Mr. Speaker, and don't represent the fact that the government is on the right track in making sure that we put our electricity system back on track and protect consumers, Mr. Speaker. That's what we're doing.
Second supplemental.
Mr. Speaker, given that the Alberta Electric System Operator has to prepare the provisional rules for the capacity market, and given the Alberta Utilities Commission has to adopt those provincial rules being prepared, to the Minister of Energy, does the pending retirement of Willie Grieve, Chair of Alberta Utility Commission, impact the timelines for implementing the capacity market?
The Honourable Minister.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, and I'd be glad to look into this a little more detail and get it back with some specifics to the member. But I want to suggest to you that the government's program with electricity and implementing the capacity market does not depend on one individual. It's a government policy. It's being implemented by many, many very qualified professionals in our system, Mr. Speaker, and I don't expect that there will be any effect on the timelines.